It's amazing to think this is the last thing they were listening when they were using this phone before breaking it. This is a tech from heaven. This is our screen prices. This is a tech from heaven, and this is an iWatch fourth generation that didn't wanted to charge or sync with my phone, and I think that now it can. I don't know. I've cycled between two batteries the last 3 days, charging and discharging them with this bad boy right here. I have it set up for 4.3 volts. This is the nominal voltage of the iWatch battery, and I've been cycling between these two batteries. I also have a spare parts iWatch right here. I was thinking it might be a damaged coil or something like that, but I didn't want to tear it up to the minimal components. So thankfully, I don't have to make a surgery in it and fiddle with these components. And I said thankfully because the motherboard in this freaking thing is sealed. It's literally sealed. It's like a CPU from a Intel CPU. Or here it is. It's the S3, and it's amazing that Apple was actually able to cram in 4 gigs of RAM inside of this thing, and I think it has 8 or 16 gigs of storage in this little tiny CPU looking piece of thing. And to put it in a perspective, to have my pliers here, I screwed up the flex cable. It was my first Apple Watch that is disassembled, but it also was like already written off as a total loss because it had software problems. It had kept boot looping, and no matter what battery inserted, it kept doing the same. At least the other one is charging now. I'm gonna use it for a few days and see what happens. And I'm brave enough to use the stuff that I feel with. I bought this Moto G7 um, 2 days ago, and it had a bad charging port. It charged, but it get really hot. I thought it was some charging controller chip inside, but thankfully, thank God, it isn't. And I have this iPhone 11 right here that someone already filled with it. Has some lock residue laying around. Here's the screen. Here's the flex cable. I left it curing. I have no wire right now to solder it. So I'm waiting for my wires so I don't have to buy a new screen. Yeah, new screens are cheap, but I don't know if this iPhone works. That's why I'm gonna try with the trash screen and see if I can make it work again. This is my second workstation. This is the main workstation. I still need some sort of bits of equipment, but it's almost complete. I think it's 90% complete right now. I have enough tools to diagnose and repair most phones on the market. And this is very important too. This so solder paste, you can replace it on the shielding to remove all these things safely. And also having a good PC because you don't know when you're gonna need to make some software. I'm able to do remote diagnosis by boxes, but I don't have my own boxes yet. I have this little box that it's called the Beep Beep box that you use to diagnose the microchips and the terminals and see if they differ with a good unit. And then I prefer to use this one. That's a screen graveyard. Um, we're saving them to repair them later on when I need them. And that's some tools for making calls.